Demetrius is on. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly team call. My name's Dr. Erin Oaksall, and I am so glad to be with you all. I get to lead tonight's call, and we have something special in store for all of you. It was a little kind of experiment that some of us did on our team, an experiment that had some really great results. An experiment we're going to share our top tips with you, and an experiment where we're going to open it up so that if any of you want to do this as well, you can join us. So don't be worried. We're going to do the thing again. But before we do, I want to share my screen. It's like I missed my share screen. Oh, there. Okay. Okay. So how many of you all were on the Be Epic global team call? Say yes if you were on. I just had to share some thoughts with you all as I was sitting on this call. I've been in the industry for 13 years. I'm a psychologist. That's where the doctor comes from. Dr. Jeremy is a oh, everyone, tell us what he is. He's many things, and I don't want to mess it up. But he's a chiropractic doctor as well as, I believe, a functional nutritional doctor, right? And he's on our team, and he has been the top global recruiter for months. And I want you to just take in how many recruits he had last month. 124 recruits. Okay. This is bananas. Just type in bananas. This is bananas. Bananas. Okay. So we just want to give you an absolute wow, wow, wow. Use his story. We have a chiropractic functional nutritional doctor who is enrolling bananas. I know it's bananas. Okay, this is not normal. I don't want us to get normalized to these kind of numbers. Okay, I also want to say, look at this, top recruiters globally in the whole company. We've got Dr. Jeremy, we've got Mick, and we have number 13, Brittany Jensen. Okay, look at the numbers, bananas. Brittany, you enrolled 24 people. Okay. Does everyone know the average number of enrollments that the average person makes in network marketing? They make like 1.7. Okay. These numbers are what? They're bananas. This is so exciting. It's so, so fun. Okay. These are not all of the people that earned the 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, 5x5, but I wanted us to, as a team, as a Rockstars team, put in the chat if you earned the two, put two if you earned the 2x2, put three if you earned the 3x3, put four if you earned the 4x4, and put five if you earned the 5x5. Okay. These are monthly bonuses that you can earn every single month. When you, for example, 2x2, you have two people that have two people. Okay. Now, month 3 or so of being here, I'm like, wait, why did I earn this big $700 bonus? I thought they had to be new people. Do they have to be new people? No, they do not. They can be the same 5 people. So we have a system right in the chat, 5 to Thrive. Okay. This is the culture. You want the culture to be, we teach everyone to enroll 5 people, 5 distributors. And when they join, your job is to go and grab 5 people that want to do this with you. And when they join, their job is to grab 5 people to want to do this with you. 5 to Thrive. Corey Mayo, she's new. And we were chatting and she's like, I just got like 900 something dollars in my paycheck. And when I get the $700 bonus, that stuff like changes your life. Would you agree? Put yes if you agree that a $700 bonus, just bonus, would change things for you. That is a chunk of change. Yes, friends. So congratulations to all of you, and just keep earning those bonuses every single month. It's just such a beautiful thing. Okay, I'm just going to show you a couple snapshots of these ranks in this company. I just want you to take it in. 496 golds this last month. Put 496 in the chat. That's bananas. It's bananas. Okay. I'm just painting the picture here of what's happening. Okay, everyone, 50 platinums. If you don't know what any of this means, that's okay. You'll figure it out. You'll find the comp plan. Diamonds, 88 new diamonds. 88 new diamonds. Okay. So I just wanted to, take a moment and just like let that settle in of what's happening here. Dan, this week, our owner, he has said we will be a top 5 company in the next 3 to 5 years. So we're going to $1 billion build. Okay. We are the people that are bringing this company to $1 billion company. That's a big deal. And we're so blessed that we get to do it, right? Okay, so I'm so excited to share with you something that our team did a couple weeks ago. I asked the team who wants to do a 7-day run. Okay, so I kind of feel like we can do anything for 7 days. 7 days is not a big deal, right? And so the challenge was to reach out to 10 people a day for 7 days. So everyone reached out to 70 people, right? Okay. We're going to hear from most of these people that completed the challenge, and we're going to hear their top tips, which is just going to be so fun. And then I'm going to share with you how you can do another 7-day run with us if you choose. Okay. So before we hear from everyone, I want you to take this in. So there were 9 of us that did this challenge. So we each reached out to 70 people. If you do the math, that is 630 people we reached out to tell them the good news about Origin in 7 days. Do you think things would change in your team if you had 9 people reaching out to 70 people? Yes, it would. Okay. What were the results? We all grew in massive confidence. Put this in the chat if you would like to speak these words of life over yourself. I do what I say I'm going to do. I can count on myself. Now, those are words that, you could just say in the mirror and your brain is like, liar, liar, pants on fire. But if you do the do, you're going to realize you can actually count on yourself. And that, my friends, is priceless. Okay. I do what I say I'm going to do. I can count on myself. Yes, friends. We built momentum. One of the greatest things you can do in your business is build momentum. So after 7 days and reaching out to 70 people, we enrolled 34 people on the team. But guess what? We're going to enroll hundreds because that was just the first 7 days. All of us now are following up with all of these people. So it's just going to be bananas. It's going to be bananas. Okay. So let's go back and we get to hear from people on the team. And I am going to start with Jennifer Holbrook, if you can unmute yourself. And here's my question for Jennifer Holbrook. Jennifer, I have heard that you are a master at following up. Can you share what you say and how you think about following up? As I know many of us struggle with feeling like they're bugging people or chasing people when they follow up. So let's hear from Jennifer. Oh no. Is Jennifer not here? Okay. Jennifer's not here. Is Brittany Jensen here? Come on, say hi if you're on.
I'm here.
There's Brittany. She was on the leaderboard. Everyone give her a round of applause. Do it in the mirror. Do it in your little Zoom phones. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Okay, Brittany.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that you hate cold calling. Who hates cold calling? Okay. Or cold messaging people. How do you attract people and share without cold calling?
Okay, yes. I don't want my tips to be necessarily anti-cold messaging. They're probably more what can be used in tandem with cold messaging. I have done other MLMs before, and it's just never been the thing that I like to do personally. So my tips are the way that I draw most people is through my posting. So it's the way that I share. I think a good post is authentic, and you pair that with a good picture, and that's typically the recipe that I use to draw people in. Authenticity, I think, is a big deal right now because We live in the era of AI and people trying to figure out what's real and what's not. And I think people are getting good at kind of sensing when someone's being real. Um, I think it's important to share from your own voice, to write your own words, and just share your own experience because that's how people are going to relate to you. And I think we're all going to relate to somebody different. So me sharing my story and where I'm at, that's going to draw on people who may be similar to me. I'm very natural minded and share a lot about health stuff. So I'm a mom, and those are the people I'm going to attract. But I think it doesn't really matter where you are or who you are. There's going to be somebody that can resonate with you. So just sharing um, truthfully from who you are. I also think pictures matter. They're going to be a big deal. I find that if I take my own picture, whether it's just me or I take a picture of something, those are always the posts that I get the most traction on. For whatever reason, um, that's just what I have the most success with. So that's what I use. And again, this isn't anti-cold messaging. I do reach out to people. It's just I think it's something that can be used in tandem. I mean, you have to figure out what feels good for you. So what works for me might not work for somebody else, and what feels good to me might not feel good to someone else. So I think it's just finding a rhythm, finding what works for you, but being consistent with it, and just doing something every day that feels good, and you can build it from there.
Okay, what did you all hear from her? Put it in the chat room. What are your takeaways? I love that. Thank you so much, Brittany. Thank you so much. Okay, next up we have Laura. Okay, Laura. Laura has a huge team here at Origin. Okay, we've all been here just a several months. Okay, 519 people on her team. 519. Okay, that tells me something. It tells me that you have heard no probably a lot. So, how do you handle hearing no?
Okay. Hi everyone. And I love that we're doing this because we're all different. Like Brittany just said, she doesn't, cold message and all that kind of stuff. Whereas me, I'm like, I go straight to the point. I don't like it when people message me and beat around the bush because I know that they want to sell me something, but they're just like kind of beating it and going back and forth and back and forth. And then to me, it's like a waste of time. I'd rather them just get to the point, tell me what they want. If they want me to look at something, tell me right away, and then we can go from there. So that's how I am because I'm not good with the gift of the gab. I don't have that small talk stuff that a lot of people do. That's just not me. But when I get no's, because I get plenty of them, because I just the message that I send out, I'll just read it to you real quick, because it's people that are on my friends list. So, if they're on my friends list, and maybe it's not a cold call, right? Because we're connected somehow, even though we may never have talked yet. But anyway, I say, "Hi, Leah. Hope you are doing well. I'm curious to know if you've been seeing my posts about a natural organic tri-GLP drops that support three pathways: GLP-1, GLP-2, and GIP. Not only do they help with fat loss, no muscle loss, but also with health, inflammation, and more. They have no side effects. Is this something you'd be interested in learning more about?" So that's my initial reach out to them so that they learn a little bit of what I'm wanting. And then this gal said, I've been doing my own thing. Thank you for reaching out, but I'm good. And so I always thank them for responding to me, because how many times have we sent messages and nobody responds? So when you get a response, that's awesome. So I always say, thank you so much for responding. I really appreciate it. If you happen to know anyone who might be interested in learning more about the organic drops, I'd love the referral. So a no is never like a dead end no. It's you ask for a referral because even though they may not be interested right now, they might know of someone who would be more interested in our natural drops than the shots because of the side effects that they come across. So always ask for a referral. That's what I do. And then another thing, like she says, I absolutely will. So she'll absolutely send me a referral if she hears of anyone. So what you can do too, thank her profusely for doing that, and then you can send that PDF about the drops so that she has more information. So when she's talking to her friends, she learns a little bit more about them. And then you can also let her know or them know that we have a testimony group too. So you're like informing them of the different things that they can help you with a referral on. So that's what I do. So no is never a dead no. I always ask for a referral. So
Is that not like the biggest pro tip ever, you guys? Like she's sending the PDF because they're going to read it and they'll be like, oh, I didn't know it helped with that. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you so much, Laura. Okay, the PDF, whoever invited you to this, whoever's your upline will help you with the PDF. It's just it's like our main PDF um, from the company that talks about the drops. And Tiffany asked what percentage of those 500s are working the business. And I know, Laura, you and I talked, you've got about half distributors and half customers. And so
yeah,
that's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, Laura.
welcome.
And congrats on all your success. Okay, next we have Terry Quinn. Terry, are you here?
Oh, yes, ma'am, I
Oh,
am.
there's Terry. Hi, Terry. Okay.
Hey, how are
Terry.
you?
Yeah, I'm so good.
Well,
Okay, so my question for
thank
you, I know you love to reach out to people on your social media. How do you do so?
Wow. Well, first, thank you for putting this together. It's awesome. I'm like Laura. I am straight to the point, hit them with the punch first. I'm just like her. I don't do small talk. I've got way more followers than I have friends on Facebook. So that's where I've been targeting. I go to their Facebook page first and I look to make sure they're really people because you get followed by, stalkers. I love on their posts, go heart some of their posts, make a comment. So they're going, wait, who is that person? Then I go to Messenger and I see something like, hi, Laura, we really haven't connected here before, but I just wanted to say hi. Don't know if you've noticed, but I've been sharing info about an organic wellness product designed to support GLP-1, GLP-2, and GIP pathways and thought of reaching out. Would you be open to taking a look and giving me your feedback? If not, no worries at all.
Woo.
Boom. That's what I send. The bad thing about followers is sometimes it goes into their spam message and they don't see it for weeks. One that I sent out 3 weeks ago got back to me today and said, oh, I just saw this. Thanks for reaching out. Sure, I'll take a look. And that's when I send the PDF and that sort of stuff. So that's what I do. Followers are people who they're following you for some reason. So I have got 14 unfollows this week. But that's okay. But that's okay.
It is.
If they're going to unfollow me because I sent them a message, then go away. But yeah,
And we all say congratulations because now it's kind of more room for people that might be interested anyways.
So I have got
She said,
unfollows.
14 people unfollowed me this week.
It doesn't break my heart.
All right, amazing. Thank you so much, Terry.
You're welcome.
Okay, everyone, put in the chat what you heard Laura say and what you heard Terry say. What did you take away from Laura and from Terry? Amazing. Okay. Next up, we have Lauren Bratton. Lauren, are you here? Yes, there you are. Hi, Lauren. Okay. Lauren is, if you'll go and check her out, everyone. She's very creative in her posts and she enrolls a lot of customers. Any tips on what to post?
So what I like to do mostly is just tell like a targeted story about something that has, that the drops have done for me. So one example is my chronic inflammation. I could never get like a full deep breath. And, I didn't really realize that there was a lot of other people that had the same problem as me. And I made a reel about, because we have this big, huge hill behind our house and I would walk up it all the time, and of course I wasn't losing any weight and I was still bloated and inflamed. And I would get this, like, I could never get a full deep breath. And 3 days after I started the drops, I was walking up and down the hill. And about the third time I did it, I'm like, I'm not having trouble getting a deep breath anymore. And so I made a really nice reel about it and just told the story. And I had so many people message me from that. And they're like, that I'm so inflamed. Like I just feel so bloated all the time. And my body just feels, sick and ill. And then another one is like my menstrual cycle. I never had any problems with like a heavy period or anything like that. But 2 nights before I start, I usually have like night sweats. And then I have just like a surge of hormones. It just sometimes it's so strong to put me on the couch. Well, since I started the drops, my last, I think it's 2 period cycles, I didn't even know I was going to start until I went to the bathroom. Sorry, TMI, but like went to the bathroom and I'm like, oh, there it is. And so and I'm not making any claims or anything like that. I'm just telling my experience. And then people are like, that's exactly the problem that I'm having. I think that this is going to help me, and the energy one is another good one. People just have so much stuff going on in their lives, like they're just struggling. And a lot of people like me, I drink a cup of coffee in the morning. Sometimes I don't even finish it, but I don't drink, like, I don't energy drinks or anything like that. But like this gives me such a good, clean energy. And talking about that, I've had so many people. And then the people that are on it, my customers, they're like, oh my gosh, like I'm going out in my garden and I never like to go out and do it. And I struggle through it every time. But now I'm just like doing it, and it just feels so good. So just really making posts that resonate with other people, kind of like what Brittany said. And let's see, I made some notes here too. And really, it's just like making them feel like, that's me, that's happening to me. It's not more like you're giving them a sales pitch, or it's just like something generic, like I feel better. It's a targeted, story that's happening to you, and you're going to hit somebody. It's going to take with people. And then also, the lady that spoke before me talking about stories too, I just want to say this really quickly. I always, when I post my stories, I go and check several times a day, and every single person that views my story, I go to their profile, I like their story, I'll, reply to their story. You just got to get in their feed, and then you're going to start showing up in their feed. And then another thing on post as well, when you make posts, when somebody likes it or comments on it, you need to go and put a comment on there, a new, results photo, more information about the product, because then it bumps it up into the feed, and more people are going to start to see it. So there's my story.
Oh, thank you, Lauren. Amazing. Okay, everyone, put what you learned from Lauren. And guess what you could do, everyone, tomorrow? You could do a little reel and you could be like, there was this woman on our team call and she said these drops helped her with inflammation. And I didn't even think about inflammation. I just thought this was for weight loss and fat loss. And like, use these stories. We have an endless supply of stories that you can just be sharing from here, right? So good. Okay, amazing, Lauren. Thank you. Okay,
Thanks.
next up we have Corey. I know Corey's here. Okay, Corey has been here less than a month. Corey has 52 people on her team.
It
What
was
is it,
50 this
everyone?
morning.
I know. She's like, one more throughout the day. Okay, that's bananas, isn't it? It's bananas, everyone. Okay, so Corey's a seasoned and experienced online marketer and network marketer. And one thing that you and I have talked about is how no one wants to see the science first or see a company made graphic. Like no one's interested in that. Okay. So what's your top tip to get people interested and engaged?
Exactly right. So I will tell you that graphics in general are the least interesting thing about anything. Like anything. I don't want to see it. It's not interesting to me. Now again, I'm not a sciencey person. I'm a rah-rah person. So tell me the fun thing. Tell me what's happening. Tell me how you're feeling better, whatever. And again, I'm going to echo a lot of what's already been said, is that if you speak from your heart, you're going to speak to your people. So for me, it's my experience with the synthetic shots and how I lost a whole bunch of weight, but just felt like crap all the time. And then when I went off of them because I finally gave up, I gained all the weight back and then some. And then I was just like, am I doomed? Am I doomed to be in this version of my body that doesn't feel good to me because I can't find a natural product that's going to suit me? And I don't want to put all that synthetic stuff into my body. So that's my story. And I just keep telling it. And then of course, postmenopausal weight management is my story. And so those are the people that I'm attracting. I'm attracting people that have had challenges with dealing with the synthetic or finding a natural product that actually works. So we just speak from the heart. And again, that's come through almost everybody else's, explanation of what they would do, is to be yourself. You'll find your people. You don't have to fix everybody. You just get to speak to your people. And I will tell you, the graphics don't do it at all. like nobody wants to see the bottle with the thing, in my opinion. Now again, if you're doing that, no shame, but I will tell you, Facebook and the world is not attracted to that. They're not going to be like, ooh, I'm going to go find out more about that. Every single piece of you that you put out there is going to attract your people. And then what I do is I drop the graphics in the comments, because the gal who spoke before me made a good point. You can boost your own post 100 times over the next few weeks with more graphics and more information and an update. Hey, update. I don't have 23 people on my team. I have 52 people on my team. People that are attracted to the business are going to be like, whoa, that was fast. I've had 50 people on my team before, but it's taken me like a lot longer than 28 days to make that happen. So people that are interested in business building are going to be interested in that bit of information, but all that stuff kind of goes in the comments to boost old posts. And again, I do post graphics. I just do it as a comment in the thread of my personal experience post. So
Woo! Woo, that's such a good nugget. Okay, put in the chat what you heard Corey say. Who would love to have 52 people on their team in 1 month? Yes, like unbelievable. Okay, we have one more, and then we're going to wrap up with kind of our opportunity that we're going to do together. Okay, our last sharer is the beautiful Michelle Powers. Okay, now Michelle, listen up, everyone. She is a gorgeous, vibrant, 70-year-old woman building this. Okay. How do you view your age in terms of how it's helping you or hindering you building this business, Michelle?
Okay, thank you. Can you just go back and repeat all that again? My head is not big enough. I just would love you to do that. And you and I spoke like the first week that I met you, and we have read the same book enough, and now I have a newer book which I'll put in the groups. Weightless. These are great books to read because it's a mindset shift. I turned 70 a year ago, September. I'm going to be 71 this September. And I said to myself, I've had enough. It's not my fault that I'm obese. It's not my fault that my BMI is in the obese range. Does it bum me out every time I go to the doctor? Absolutely. Because BMI should not be telling in my medical records that I am obese. So I just said I've had enough, and I just wanted that mindset shift. So what I do, I also have a degree in talking. I'm a retired speech language pathologist. So, I should have been talking and doing what Dr. Aaron told us months ago to do. Voice clips are your friend. They're your best friend. Talk to people. So when we did this challenge, reaching out to 10 people every day, I reached out to my 10 people via a voice clip. And what I did is I just scanned back up through my messages. Anybody who had asked me what am I doing? How come you look so good? I just went back in and I just told my story again. Because I might have already sent them information, worded, and I just used a voice clip. And I said, I've struggled with my weight for years since I had my son, and my son will be 39 in June. I literally have. And when I say years now, it kind of bums me out because it's been decades, not years, decades. But I'm done. I'm done. I've accepted it. And now I'm working on it in a healthy way. So I just say that to them. If you have struggled, and I make it personal, like the rest of the gals said, if you have struggled with your weight like I have, get back to me. I'd be so excited to do this journey with you. With you. You're not alone. With you. So, and it really is, and I wrote that, I don't remember who said it, but the whole idea behind social media is being social on social media. Just, go down your feed, pick 5 people every morning and just write something on them. Okay. And then go to their feed and write something else on it. What will happen is their friends are going to say, who the heck's this Michelle Powers? What is she saying all these nice things to Joni about? Guess what they're going to do now? We're all nosy. They're going to come and look at my feed. They're going to come see who I am. That's being social. And I do that every morning. And so the great part about this, I taught school for over 50 years. And I started when I was 23 years old. That's what I did. But I got up at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock every morning. When I retired, I said, I can sleep in. I've earned that ability to sleep in. But you know what? Since I've been on these drops, I can't sleep in anymore. My eyes open at 8 o'clock every morning, which is great because that's when I do all my DMOs, my daily method of operations. My puppy will come in. I love on her for a little bit, and when by the time I get up, I'm done. And that's what I need to tell everybody. Just be social on social media.
Okay. Who else just fell in love with Michelle
Oh,
Power? I mean, I want to be the president of the fan club. Okay. That was just so good. People,
thank
please put
you.
in the chat what you heard her say. Okay. I'm going to quickly share with you all what we're doing. If any of you wants to do this, run with us. We're just going to do it again. So we're actually going to do, let me see the chat because I want to see you all. Okay. So we're going to start on Friday. So today's Wednesday. So we're going to start on Friday and we're going to do 7 days. Okay. If you want to take Sundays off because you take Sundays off, no problemo. We'll go for 8 days. Okay. I'm just doing this to help everyone on the team. Okay. So if you're already in a challenge like this, no problemo. If you want to join ours, great. If you don't want to join, no problem. But come and do it. You'll have reached out to 49 people in the next week and you show yourself, you can count on yourself, you do what you say you're going to do, right? Okay, so I need you all to message me over in Facebook Messenger, okay? Because then I'm going to add us to a chat. So I will get to you. I will let you know when I've added you. You'll see that, okay? So thank you for putting in the chat here, but message me on Facebook Messenger. We're going to do 7 days of 7 days of reaching out to 7. It's just going to be so fun and we're going to create momentum. It's the greatest gift that you can give yourself. Okay. Here's what you're going to win. Okay. You're going to win. I'm just doing this for fun again. So if this, blesses you, great. If you complete all 7 days, you're going to get a group coaching call with me where we can do all hot seat coaching. You can get coaching from me, and that's going to be really fun. And the person with the most enrollments is going to win a one-on-one call with me, a coaching call. But you're going to build your confidence, your momentum, your team is going to grow, and you're going to make money. Okay? Everyone can do this, whether you're on my team or not. We're all just here, and we're going to make this huge commotion in Origin. And I'm going to stop that. So find me, Dr. Erin. It's all one word, DRERIN on Facebook, Dr. Erin Oaksel. Let me know you want to join. And thank you so much to everyone that shared. Congratulations to you all. And we're going to have so much fun. And you're going to prove to yourself that you can do this. Okay. So we're going to let Demetrius end the call. Demetrius, are you just blown away, bananas by this team?
Wow. Yeah. I'm like, holy smokes. This team is about to make history. This team is about to go global, and I can feel it. I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to hop on and listen to all you ladies. I feel kind of like, the odd one here, the only man speaking tonight, but you ladies brought it. You enlightened me and reminded me a lot of the things that helped me get to where I am. I just want to close, guys, talking about I mean, consistency ultimately, because consistency is the ultimate cheat code. I've heard a lot of people talk about, what a couple sayings, what you lack in skill, you make up in timing, what you lack in skill, you make up in numbers, what you lack in skill, you make up in consistency. And consistency is the ultimate cheat code. It's the ultimate compounder. Uh, and you're right, anybody can do anything for 7 days. And, imagine if you keep the pedal down and you go for 6 months at that pace. Imagine if you go for a year at that pace. Because people, I'll tell you, I've been in this industry over 20 years, and I've mentored people that have made millions. I've made millions. I've mentored people that have made millions. And it all really comes down to how willing are you to be consistent? And are you going to be able to control your emotions when life happens? Because life happens to everybody. But one of my mentors taught me, learn to control your emotions and don't let your emotions control you, because emotion is the number one killer. It will be the number one killer if you let it get to you, if you let the disappointment get to you. So you're going to have disappointments, but you got to learn to discipline your disappointments. If you can discipline your disappointments and learn to control your emotions, not let your emotions control you, and you find a good DMO that works for you. You've heard multiple people share different things that are working for them. It's catered to you and what your strengths are, okay? But I love the fact that we have a comp plan that literally creates duplication through unlocking the lifestyle bonuses. People ask me all the time, what do I do? I was like, go get the lifestyle bonus. Okay, cool. And then what do I do after that? Cool. You remember those 2 people you brought in, help them get the lifestyle bonus. Awesome. And then what do I do after that? Well, there's 4 tiers of the lifestyle bonus. What one are you on? Oh, you're on the 3rd? Okay, we'll get to the 4th. And then what about after that? And really, if you just focus on everybody getting the lifestyle bonuses and duplicating that out, retention duplication on top of, this amazing product, you guys, you are in for the ride of your lives. I'm in shock of some people that I signed up early on that have a big team underneath them. They're like, yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at doing something else. I'm like, that's cool, whatever. Nice. Thank you for letting me know, because my energy and time is not going to be spent on that person. I'm not going to spend time on people that don't have the vision that I have. A lot of you talked about, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe. My vibe is like up here. I talk with Dan consistently. Top 5 company loading, top 5 company loading, top 5 company loading. If you guys knew that you were a part of a top 5 industry company loading over the next 2 to 3 years, I would say, if you're serious, cut your cable bill off. If you're serious, end your subscriptions. One of my mentors taught me early on, there is no CV in TV. So friends, I've learned if I want to be successful in this business, I have to not mess around like average ordinary people. I have to you can't have $1 million paycheck with a broke mindset, right? So I've learned to move differently and separate myself and relieve myself from different circles because I'm serious. I'm serious about this. And until you get dead serious about where you're going, you might be running circles. You might hit a point you're like, I feel kind of stuck. Talk to more people. It really comes down to just talking to more people, being consistent, because that consistency is the ultimate cheat code for you guys to reach your goals. What's possible? I like to look at worst case and best case scenarios, okay? I like to look at, my parents taught me that nobody is better than me. Nobody. I grew up very, very poor, very poor. But I remember having a conversation with my dad. He picked me up from work and he was talking to, look, nobody is better than you, right? He came here from the Philippines to move to the United States to make a better life for him and his family. And we got so much opportunity here. It's crazy how much people are taking it for granted and wasting it. Okay. But do not take this opportunity for granted. Do not waste it, but understand nobody's better than you and you're no better than anybody else. We all have the equal playing field right here, right now. What is the best case scenario? What is the worst case scenario? Guys, best case scenario, I've been to the top of this company. I've made over $100,000 a month consistently. This pay plan pays. It pays if you're consistent and if you do the work and if you discipline your disappointments and you learn to control your emotions, you don't let your emotions control you, and you show up every single day. You show up every single day. You keep showing up even when you don't want to. You show up every single day. Okay. And then what happens is you get into this mindset, you get into this zone, you get into this vision where you're vibrating at a certain frequency, and the amazing things start to happen where you start to meet people that are on that same frequency and vibe. And then you're like, holy crap, there's so much abundance out here. Because whatever you focus on expands. Whatever your mind focuses on, that's what expands in your life. I got friends that all they talk about is problems, problems, problems. I'm not really friends anymore because I don't hang around people like that. I don't mess with that mindset. Okay. When all you think about is lack and problems, all you're going to get is lack and problems. So I've trained myself to look at abundance, opportunity. There's so much abundance everywhere we go. There's so many hungry people everywhere we go. One of my favorite sayings is, what do we do in this business? Like we look for thirsty horses, right? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. No matter what you do, if that horse is not thirsty, the horse is not going to drink. But yet so many times in our career, so many times we try to make people drink because we see it. These drops are amazing. This company's amazing. Everything's like, what the heck? Why don't you see this? And people are wasting time trying to convince horses that they're thirsty, right? So what do? We look for thirsty horses. How do we know if a horse is thirsty? Because if it's at the water, it's going to drink, period. So all we're doing is we're looking for thirsty horses every single day because we have goals. We got goals to crush. We got places we want to go. What's the best case scenario? Is it possible to earn over 6 figures in a month in this pay plan? Yes, I've done it. I've done it many times. People have done it. People are doing it in the company. I'm not there yet. Getting there, right? That's the best case scenario. How quickly could you do that? What if it took you 5 years to get to that point? Is that 5 years well spent? Well, what has the last 5 years gotten you? Where are you at today? I would say yes. So it's right now, you making a decision, because we could teach you all these techniques and all these things, but if you haven't made the decision that you're gonna do it and you're gonna stick with it, then it's not gonna mean much. It's really not. I love that yesterday. Let me give you guys an example of how great this company is. Okay. Yesterday, an email was sent out talking about, some policies and procedures that were old, outdated. Maybe it shouldn't have been sent out. Whatever. It was sent out. Whatever. It was sent. It was brought to the attention of, leadership. We brought it to the attention of the company. Like, oh yeah, that's actually old policies and procedures. And Dan, our CEO, went and boom, sent out something that was more appropriate for 2026. Guys, if that doesn't show you the type of company that we have, the kind of opportunity that we have, if that doesn't say, hey, it's time for me to just roll my sleeves up and get to work. It's time for us to roll our sleeves up, get to work, because this company's going top 5 in the industry. It's my personal mission now to help this company go top 5 in the industry. Can you imagine what that's going to look like for you guys? 3 years, 4 years, whatever it takes, $100 million a month in sales for a company that pays 60% of its revenue to the field. Do you realize the impact that that's going to make? The lives that that's going to change? Do you realize with or without anybody on this Zoom, including myself, it's going to happen? I feel it. It's going to happen with or without me, with or without you guys, it's going to happen. But I'm like, okay, if it's going to happen, and if we are here first, you better believe it's going to be us. And you better believe that it's going to be people that we bring in that's going to get there. That's where I'm at, guys. That's my mindset. All I see is opportunity. All I see is abundance. All I see is lives changing. All I see is freedom. And that's what I'm experiencing. So what's the best case scenario? Well, numbers wise, over 6 figures a month. What's the worst case scenario? I don't know. Maybe you quit. Maybe you join another company and you do it all over again. I don't know what that is. But I know what the best case is. And I know anybody on the Zoom can do it. And I know that you don't have to be extra talented or anything special. Nothing special about me. I'm just consistent and I keep showing up and I keep doing the work. And I've been blessed with the ability to not let things get me down or not let things slow me down because I've got vision, because I know if I quit, I'm going to die with a lot of regrets. I don't want that. So I'm just focusing everything right now, all my time, energy, focus, and sharing what we have. We've got an amazing team. We've got YouTube links. We've got testimonials. I mean, if somebody tells me no, then that tells me that this is a person I'd want to stay far away from right now because they don't have the vision that I have, that I want to run with. I'm going to follow up with them later. I'm going to update them later. I'm going to come back around with them later. Every single opportunity we have, last thing I'll say, use every opportunity in your favor to go back and reach out to other people. You guys see that how many of you guys are excited about that car giveaway, that Jeep? Like a over 6-figure custom Jeep. That thing is sick. I want that Jeep, right? And I've already sent people messages. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at the new car giveaway right here. Another excuse to follow up. Check out this Jeep right here. This is ridiculous. Can you believe this company's giving it away? Oh, look at this right here. Look at the pictures of the Corvette winner that we have. She got her Corvette, right? This could be you. I just wanted to follow up with you. Be like, what's going on? At least get an order in to win that Jeep. Somebody's going to win it. It could be you. Use every excuse possible. Use getting off of this Zoom right after this. Something you heard, go get back to people that you've talked to, follow up with them, right? Give them an opportunity, another opportunity to at least tell you no. And if all you do is that, you're going to be very, very successful. Every component that we have is purposefully designed by the owners and founders of this company to help you win in a major way. Everything. So let's go win. The best thank you that we can give to Dan is by producing, hitting the next rank, getting the next lifestyle bonus. That's what he loves that. And last thing I'll say is this. When I met with Dan before I came back here, he's very wealthy and very like well off. He could retire today and be set for the rest of his life and generations, do anything he wants. But he loves what he does. He could have tried GLP and put stuff online to where this thing is selling a lot more than maybe what it's selling today. And Dan is the owner of the company, but he didn't want to do that. He could say, I can create funnels and sell the heck out of this. But I love this industry and I love creating opportunity for people and I love helping people more than anything in the world. He loves helping people. I hope you guys can feel that. That's the kind of company that you're a part of, and everything is designed to help you win. So use tonight's Zoom. It's been so good. So I'm fired up. Sorry, guys. I was like, I wasn't this fired up when I got on, but listen to everybody and I'm like, yeah, I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start doing some work. I was actually closing somebody right now before I got on because I was so fired up. I was like reaching out to people to because of the training has been so good so far. But be consistent, stick with it, get uncomfortable, do things, uh, build on faith, build on faith, and know that it's not going to let you down. The company's not going to let you down. And it's just one of those things where it's like we're in this amazing timing. I'm like, I can't even believe that I'm here. I've been here a few times in my career. It's not always like this. It's not. The timing is special right now. It's special right now. So take full advantage of it. Because what you lack in skill, you make up in timing. Like what one of our leaders said earlier, I think last week on a Zoom. But that's what I got. I'm really grateful to be a part of this journey. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. This team is going to do great things, and I'm here to help any way that I can. Just know that everything you do, it's going to pay off here. So, don't let PTSD ruin this opportunity for you guys. Because I know sometimes we have it. That's why that email thing made a big deal for a lot of people, because there was a lot of industry PTSD. But now you've seen how quickly they've resolved it. This company truly is different. So don't let that PTSD ruin this opportunity for you guys. Just bring it. Let's go. Let's take the company top 5. Thank you all for the time. And we'll see you guys at the top. Thank you, Dr. Aaron.
Thank you, everyone. Unmute your Zooms and say thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
See you next
everyone.
time.
Thank
Bye
you.
next time.
Thanks, Dr. Aaron. Love you
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Awesome training.